Right then, so in this second video, we're going to pick up where we left off in the previous one, except this time we've got a very similar piece, which basically has all the dimensions we talked about in video one. If you haven't watched that, you should go back and watch it. The thickness is a little different; it's 40 instead of 20, but otherwise it's identical. And except the other thing we have on it now is this kind of rectangular hole. Now, I talked in the previous video that dimensioning is about sizes, but also location. So, of course, one of the things we're going to want to do with this new hole that we have in the piece is we're going to want to put on the sizes of how big it is, because somebody obviously is going to need to know how big to make that hole. But what a lot of students forget is you also need to know where the hole is. And by choosing a reference point and dimensioning from that reference point, you will be able to include all that information, both how big the hole is, plus where it is. So let's get started. It's really easy. I've got my dimension tool already selected, and I'm just going to go from this reference point in this direction and go to that corner point there, and you can see now the distance at the top is 250. And again, from this point, and this time to the reference point, and you can see that that distance is 50. I also need to know the distance from this point to there, and from that point to the corner. And now we have 150, 50. So now what I've got is I know the size of this hole, because it's 250 minus 50. And I also know where the hole is relative to a reference point on my part. Okay, it's really important that you remember not only sizes, but also location. Okay, that's that for this part. Please watch the next video for more details on the dimension tool.